Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Marketing TV. I'm Dan D, and thanks for tuning in to Making Beats. And in this episode, we're gonna look at some house music, some EDM, minimal, whatever you want to call this, really, because this is kind of a mixture of a few things. So yeah, let's get on with it. What I usually do first is show you guys my elements, and then we head on to mixing and my structure. But this is only going to be a two-part video. It's going to be just the elements and structure. Mixing is going to be some other day where I'll be pinpointing and doing some really direct stuff with this track. So anyway, this is one of my productions here featuring myself. This is for an artist named Keshia Angeline. We've been working with each other for a while now, and I'm doing her latest album, so check it out. We're gonna do some minimal house. I don't know what you want to call this, really. It's house music for sure. Has vocals in it, R&B vocals, and it's pretty basic. But anyway, let's go through my elements. So starting with element number one, pattern number one. Simple kick drum. Like, this is real simple. It's pretty soft. It's not crazy or anything. Pretty round. All right, nothing dubsteppy, like nothing really heavy, not a heavy kick. Right, here we go. There is my snare combined. We have two samples going at it right now. I have an 808 Zap, right? Then I have just one of my favorite drum kits here, Sennheiser snare. Has a lot of cool stuff in there. Check them out, Sennheiser. And yeah, there's my snares. Pretty simple. Moving on. Very, I would say, organic hi-hat, and I might change that to some addictive drums hi-hat, but I'm not sure yet. And here's another hi-hat. Getting the counts, 1 and 2, right? So yeah, there you go. Here is one of the main foundations of the track, the chord progression, and this took me a while to figure out. Let me change that up so you guys can get an idea of what it's supposed to sound like. And we're using Lush 101. Love this synthesizer. It's very powerful, and I'm only using one voice right now, one layer. Imagine with two layers, it can get pretty crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna lower this down so you get an idea of what the track's gonna do. It's gonna start low, just kind of like that. Then, as it gets into the next transition or the next section of the song, it's gonna increase. Choruses will be pretty much high up there like that. We'll keep it here so you can hear the chords. And that's pretty much it. You guys feel free to take the chord progression if you like. Don't take the melody, because I will sue you for that. But yeah. I love this feature, so you guys can really hear the chords. Beautiful chords. So that's the main puzzle to the piece. This will dictate how your song will go and how you use these chords, right? Let's move on. Number 6, we have a little bit of a drum coming up at the end. It's just a little echoey snare for one of my sections. Going to move on here on 7. Now, I was debating to put this in or not, but it's a real LPC guitar in here. Right? So, really organic, jazzy electric guitar. And it's definitely at a different key if you guys are hearing that. That's because when Keshia decided to record, I figured out that it wasn't at a great it wasn't at a great range for her, so I increased it. So this is the original original key. But anyway, I might use that later on. I'm not too sure. I want to get the rest of the vocals done and figure out from there. Move on. Yes. Thinking about this too. Piano tech, marimbas. I really like using organic instruments in house music. It's just really cool. So, something different. Not many people do it. And marimbas, I was just experimenting really. And you can see just two notes at a time. I think P4s. But yeah, let's move on. So this is for a transitional. This is for transitional purposes. You can see that I sustain the last note. Right? And then moving on. Aha. I was thinking of changing it up, but I definitely not using that. Now, this is for the this is for the dance part. Instead of keeping it regular 4/4 time, I decided to do a little bit of a helicopter 3/4 time kind of thing going on. So I copied and I cloned the synthesizer and decided to chop everything in thirds. So you can see definitely changes the feel of the track. I tied this up with a peak controller so you can get the helicopter effect, the sidechain effect. And yeah, that means you actually have to change the drums as well. So let's moving on to 12. Now my drums are in the third step, so you can see, right? It may sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but it's really 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or something like that, right? Moving on to 13th element, and I believe this is my harmor. It's a hard lead. This is one of the presets that come with it, right? And I just messed with it a little bit, changing the pitch, detuned it a little bit. So right now we have it in thirds as well. It's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pretty much. And then it goes like this is throughout the whole track, but it's very low, so you don't really hear it. But it does make a difference when you want to change, when you want to increase the filter, the frequency. And then yeah, it definitely adds a tone. So there's a smooth transition from like a verse to the structure. Right, so now going into 14, you can hear my helicopter, my thirds, 3/4 time hi-hats. Nothing in 15, nothing in 16, and I think that's it. Yeah, I believe that is it. Oh, just kidding. Yes, I do have a slow part, using the same organic and simple kick drum with the echoey snare. And if I scroll down to the dancey part here, yeah, so it is the same. Just trying to make sure that my lead lush, or my lead what do you call it, a lead synth is going in thirds. Cool. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this episode of Music Marketing TV. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. We'll be doing structure, and you'll definitely see a whole bunch of cool things with it. Giving you guys a lot of tips, a lot of advice for any kind of music really. Alright, peace!